Time now for the 4 at 4. New York could become the first state to hold fashion brands accountable for their role in climate change. Lawmakers introduced a bill today for any apparel or footwear brands selling in New York with a global revenue of at least $100 million. They'd be required to map a minimum of 50% of their supply chain and provide reporting on energy, greenhouse gas emissions, water, plastic, and more. If brands fail to meet the requirements, they will be fined 2% of their annual revenue. I kind of like this idea. I think, for so long, fashion has been rather disposable. I like to see what they're doing here with regard to, better sustainability. Chris, what do you think?
This is just in New York, right?
Right.
Okay, so I just wonder how this will affect maybe other states across the country, maybe here in California. That was kind of the first thing I was thinking about when I was listening to that. But I think it's probably a good idea, and we'll just kind of see where it goes.
Yeah. I mean, Mike, New York is kind of the fashion center, so maybe others will follow suit.
Yeah, I had kind of a couple of thoughts on that. Number one, did they give them any other alternative, or are they trying to just make this happen? Plus, we're all going to pay for climate change eventually, and they'll push that 2% markup onto the price. So even if it's just New York, we could pay here because they're increasing the price. And my third thought is we're already starting to see this in cars where they're using sustainable or recycled material in a lot of the flooring, the headliner, and also the seats. So maybe this is just a trend.
Yeah, I think it's going to continue to move to different industries now, fashion, and it's like you said, Mike, the auto industry, and there's so many other industries that can help in this regard. Well, Yeezy Gap is joining forces with Balenciaga. Kanye West teamed up with San Francisco-based Gap 2 years ago, and now they're teaming up with pricey design house Balenciaga for a new release called Yeezy Gap, engineered by Balenciaga. No word yet on what the release might look like, but this is the Yeezy Gap round jacket that sold out during the pre-orders. It went for $200. Kind of like an updated puffy coat, right, without all the lines in it. $200. I don't pay close attention to a lot of that kind of fashion stuff that's super cutting edge. What do you think, Chris?
I don't either, Dan. I was just looking at that. That's $200?
I know, right?
I bet I look really good in it, though. I can try to say I look really good.
That's what matters.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I saw someone posting on Twitter them wearing it and saying they walk around feeling like they look rich.
Regal, huh?
No, rich.
Just rich.
Not regal at all,
There's a
just
difference.
rich.
Yeah, you can be rich and still be...
You got some money to buy it, so right? No, it's a good-looking coat, I have to say. It's interesting. So many different companies and industries are pairing, Mike, celebrities with different brands. There's so much crossover now, no matter what, whether it's water or phones, all kinds of things, fashion.
Everybody's spreading out their tentacles, if you will, or their hands and trying to get into all of these different markets and money sources, and everybody's becoming a product amongst themselves to push these things and just,
We have our work to do then.
I guess so.
All right, grocery shopping is going to get a bit easier, at least the part about putting away the groceries. Walmart is expanding its in-home service and will now deliver your groceries directly to your refrigerator. Yeah.
Nope.
Dry goods will be left on the counter. So this only works with web-connected smart locks, like a garage door opener, for example. Delivery personnel will wear body cameras that records their entire time that they're in your home. If that makes it just a little less creepy for you, Dan, I don't know. I mean, even if that fridge is just in my garage, I still wouldn't feel comfortable with it.
And I don't want, we're becoming lazier and lazier all the time. But, somebody with a camera in your house, I get it from a security standpoint, but I don't want somebody wandering around in my home with a camera on them. And we've all, during COVID, people have tried delivery at home with groceries. It's a convenient idea, but really, can we not even put it away now? Is that where we are?
That's where we are now.
Right. Yeah, I go back to the movie WALL-E. We're all just getting...
sitting on the conveyor belt with our shakes.
More sedentary and atrophied if we don't put our own groceries away.
Yeah. All right. Well, how's this for a sweet and savory combination? A hot dog with Fruit Loops cereal. It's a reality for Houston Rockets fans tonight. The team tweeted that it's offering a jumbo mac and cheese hot dog with bacon and Fruit Loops. May sound strange, but they're not even the first pro sports team to serve this. The Cleveland Guardians, formerly known as the Indians, have had this hot dog available since 2016 from a Cleveland restaurant called Happy Dog. That couldn't sound less appetizing. Chris, you're at sports venues for a living.
Yeah,
What do you think? Is this going to be a big seller?
When I heard that story, I was like, nope,
Yeah.
no way will I be eating that. Maybe for a story or like a challenge or a dare, but definitely not going to go outside Section 114 exclusively in Houston's Toyota Center.
Maybe on a bet. How about you, Mike, and then Kristen? You going to try this?
If Kristen buys it, I'll take a bite of it.
No.
I just keep thinking.
You need to save your money for that $200 jacket you're getting.
I do. I got to. Me and Chris could be twins.
Yes.
I just don't know who came up with this. Like, who sits there and goes, I'm going to invent a cooler hot dog. Yeah, Fruit Loops.
And why Fruit
mac and
Loops? Why don't we
cheese.
put Captain Crunch on it?
Someone's going to buy it, though. That's the crazy thing. Someone is going to eat that.
Now, if we could get Nathan's to put their hot dog in there and Joey Chestnut.
Yeah. Okay, note to our producer, Stacy, the Thursday tasting that we do on the 4th floor.
Oh.
Don't do that,
Good
Stacey.
point.
We don't want to try that.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike, we need them to do that wearing that Yeezy jacket.
All right. That's this edition of the 4 at 4. We'll be right back.